Good day, everyone. I will be sharing to you about attitude change theory. So let me start about who is the theorist behind this theory. And he is Karl Ivor Hovland. He was born on June 12, 1912 in Chicago. He attended Northwestern University and completed his graduate studies at Yale University. Receiving his doctorate in 1936, he then joined the faculty at Yale where he remained throughout his entire career. The term attitude comes from the Latin words aptu, meaning aptitude or fitness, and actu, meaning postures of the body, both of which have their origin in the Sanskrit root meaning to do or to act. Louis Thorstone's seminal 1928 paper states that attitudes can be measured, that precipitated empirical research on the determinants of attitudes. The procedures for measuring attitudes can generally be divided into two major categories, direct and indirect. In the direct procedure of measuring attitude, a person is asked to provide a self-report of his or her attitude. The investigator asked each person to check all items with which he or she personally agrees. The attitude score is the median of the scale values of the statements that the person endorses. Here's an example of Thorstone's scale in the direct procedure. There are other kinds of direct procedure in measuring attitude change, such as the Likert scale, semantic differential scale, and the one-item rating scale. In the indirect procedures, an attempt is made to measure a person's attitude without the person knowing it. With an indirect measure, the subjects are unaware that attitudes are being measured, thus minimizing their concerns about giving an appropriate or desirable response. According to this approach, attitude change or persuasion is influenced by three factors. Number one is the source, which is the originator of communication. Number two is the message, features of communication itself. Number three is the audience, characteristics of who is receiving the message. Nevertheless, Hovland and his colleagues' classification of independent variables as source, message, recipient, and channel factors, and dependent variables as measures of attention, comprehension, and retention, and their rigorous experimental approach to the study of attitude change moved the study of attitude change from rhetorical to scientific analysis. The two routes of attitude change. The first route, which we call the centered route, emphasizes the information that the person has about the attitude object or issue under consideration. The second route to attitude change, which we call the peripheral route, represents a very different picture of the persuasion process. According to this second view, attitude is learned by such factors as the rewards or punishment of which the message is associated, or the judgmental distortion that take place in perceiving the message, or the simple inferences that a person draws about why advocated a certain position. So that's all about attitude change theory. I hope you've learned something from me. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.